Sarah, I'm going out drinking with colleagues, so don't make dinner for me tonight.
Got it. I'll put your portion in the fridge, but don't drink too much just because it's your day off tomorrow.
Don't worry, my boss is coming too, so I can't go too crazy.
That's what you said last time, but you came home totally drunk. You threw up as soon as you got home, and I had to clean everything up.
Come on, that was one time. You're still hung up on that?
It wasn't just once. Remember last month and the month before that?
Look, those were important work events. You know how it is with the boss.
You always say that. Every time it's important for work.
Because it is. You don't understand office politics.
I understand perfectly well. I just wish you'd show some consideration.
Sorry about that. I'll be careful this time. By the way, are you going to bed soon? I was hoping you could pick me up.
What time does the drinking party end? If it's too late, it'll be a little tough for me.
We're just getting started now.
That's not what I asked. What time?
Well, we're just starting now, so it'll probably go past midnight. But you're off from your part-time job tomorrow, right? Come on, pick me up.
No, I can't. I'm going to my mom's place tomorrow.
What? I didn't hear anything about that.
Yes, you did. I told you multiple times.
When? I don't remember that at all.
I told you at the beginning of this month, and I've reminded you a few times since then. I'm going to help my mom when she gets discharged from the hospital. It's written on the calendar too. Why are you acting like this is news?
How am I supposed to know if I never look at the house calendar? How long will you be there?
You should start checking the calendar. I update it every week with our schedules.
Just tell me directly instead of expecting me to check some calendar.
I did tell you directly several times. I just mark it on the calendar so that you can check.
Whatever. How long will you be there?
I should be back by evening.
You're just going to the hospital, right? Why is it going to take so long?
Really? You're asking me this now?
Just answer the question.
It takes about an hour each way from our place to my parents' house. After we get back from the hospital, there's housework and other things to do, so it'll take at least that long.
Oh man, seriously?
What? Is there some problem with me coming back late?
Can't someone else help you, Mom? Your sister lives closer.
She's working full-time. Besides, Mom specifically asked for my help.
I made plans for tomorrow, too, so it's gonna be a problem if you take the car.
What? But I planned this way in advance, and we can't change the hospital discharge date.
Why didn't you remind me yesterday?
I shouldn't have to keep reminding you. It's been on the calendar all month.
Look, I already told my friends I'd drive. I can't tell them now that I don't have a car. I'm leaving before noon, so you could just take the train or something.
That won't work. Mom will be tired right after being discharged, and taxis aren't cheap. You're just going out to hang with friends. Can't you take the train?
What's wrong with going out on my day off?
Nothing's wrong with going out. It's how you're handling this.
Handling what? I just need the car. I promised I'd drive everyone.
And I promised my mom. Which do you think is more important?
So you're gonna criticize me for having plans with my friends and guilt trip me into giving up the car?
I'm not criticizing that. I just really need the car tomorrow. You have more flexibility here, so please let me use it.
You always do this, always making me look bad in front of my friends.
When have I ever done that?
Remember last month when you wouldn't let me use the car for the golf trip?
That was because you told me the morning of, just like now.
First, you can't pick me up tonight, and now you won't budge on tomorrow's plans either. You just keep saying no to everything. You're being really selfish. You don't have the right to demand that I compromise.
I've offered solutions. You're the one refusing to compromise.
What solutions? All you do is say no!
Fine, I'll pick you up tonight if you let me use the car tomorrow. That works, right?
No, it doesn't. I'm using the car tomorrow, so figure something else out.
That's really awful. Who's being selfish now?
Unlike you, I finally got a day off. I work hard every day dealing with so much stress. The least you could do is prioritize me on my days off.
I work too, you know.
You call that work? Really?
Yes, I do. Why wouldn't it be?
Part-time doesn't count. That's practically the same as not working compared to us full-timers.
Don't say it like that. I have my own challenges too.
Like what? Arranging flowers? Stocking shelves?
That's incredibly dismissive. My job matters too.
Oh, please, don't make me laugh. You can't seriously be calling that challenging.
This is all happening because you made plans even though I told you about this in advance. Why do I have to just do whatever you say?
Because I work harder than you do, that's why. You can only live like this because of me. Just do what I say and don't act so entitled.
You know what? That attitude of yours is really awful. How
What do you mean?
you get angry whenever things don't go your way? I told you to stop doing that, remember? And you promised you would.
When did I promise that?
Last month, after you threw that fit about dinner.
This is happening because you're being selfish. I haven't done anything wrong.
I'm done arguing. I'm using the car tomorrow. I'll pick you up tonight, but I'm not budging on tomorrow.
Oh, really? If that's your attitude, I have my own response.
What response?
You really want to know?
Just say it.
I won't put in my share of the living expenses this month. I'm keeping my entire paycheck for myself.
You can't be serious.
Try me. See what happens when you don't listen. You'll have to cover all the living expenses with your paycheck this month. Rent, utilities, food. I won't pay for any of it.
You're really going this far over the car?
You brought this on yourself.
That's impossible, and you know it. I keep my work hours low to stay under your dependent status for tax purposes. I don't make enough to cover all the expenses. This will cause problems for you too.
Maybe you should have thought about that before being so stubborn.
You realize this affects your credit too, right?
It's your fault for making me angry. Why should I give my money to someone who won't listen to me? Besides, I'll be fine with my own salary.
And what about our shared responsibilities?
Not my problem this month.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I will. If you apologize and promise not to act like this anymore, I might reconsider. The rent's due next week, so you better come crying to me soon.
You're really going to let it go this far?
Try me. Let's see who breaks first.
Thomas, please, put in your share of the living expenses. The rent is due tomorrow. We'll fall behind if this continues.
So, that's not my problem.
How's it not your problem? You live here too. If this keeps up, we won't be able to live here anymore.
Like I said, not my problem.
What about the landlord? What should I tell them?
I have my own salary, so I could stay at a hotel for a while if needed.
You can't be serious. You'd rather pay for a hotel than our apartment?
If that's what it takes to teach you a lesson.
Besides, I apologized the day before yesterday. Why wouldn't you put in your share?
You still took the car on my day off anyway. Because of that, I had to apologize to my friends. You think a simple sorry makes up for that?
What else could I do? Mom had just been discharged. I couldn't make her push herself. And taxis aren't cheap. I had no choice that day.
You always have excuses.
It's not an excuse. It's a reason.
So what? You expect me to just let it go? That's pretty convenient for you.
Then what do you want? What do you want me to do?
You really want to know?
Yes, just tell me what you want.
Properly promise that you won't go against what I say in the future, and apologize to my friends that I had to cancel on. If you do that, I'll forgive you.
Apologize to your friends? They're going to be wondering why you're making me go so far for using the car. Don't you think they'll think that it's a little weird?
That's the point. Maybe then you'll learn.
They don't even know me.
I don't care. I'm fine just not paying the living expenses, but you'll be in trouble, won't you? Just so you know, if you don't straighten up, I won't pay next month either. Are you okay with that?
Okay, please. Please transfer the living expenses.
You mean please transfer the living expenses, sir? And when I get home, you'll be getting on your knees to apologize.
Don't be ridiculous.
What? Do you not understand your position? Are you in any place to argue with me? Or do you want to default on the rent? If I don't pay next month either, you'll get evicted.
Is this really what you want our marriage to be?
This is about respect. You clearly don't have any for me.
I'm sorry. I'll do everything exactly as you say, so please transfer the money.
Finally, you're getting it.
Just please transfer the money.
You should have just been obedient from the start. Be careful from now on. I won't get angry if you just do what I say.
You're right.
Well, since you seem to have reflected on your behavior, I'll go to the bank to transfer the living expenses now.
Yeah, thanks.
See how easy that was? Just listen to me from now on.
I understand.
If something like this happens again, I'll immediately stop paying the living expenses. So don't make me angry again.
I got it.
Hey, Sarah, where's the car?
I took it.
What do you mean you took it? Why are you doing whatever you want?
I needed it today.
I told you yesterday I was using it.
Whatever I want. It's my car to begin with. I think I can use it whenever I want.
Since when do you think it's okay to talk back to me?
I'm just stating facts.
So what? I told you I was gonna use it today since it's my day off. Are you saying you can just argue with me?
I don't see why not.
Have you forgotten what happened last month?
No, I remember perfectly well.
Then why did you take the car?
Well, it's your fault for not getting up earlier. Do you have some complaint?
You did this on purpose? You got up earlier than I did to take the car just to spite me?
Does it matter?
Whatever. You clearly haven't learned your lesson. You know what's going to happen, right?
No, tell me what's going to happen.
Are you mocking me?
Just asking a question.
Have you already forgotten about last month? If you've forgotten, I'll tell you again. There's no living expenses for someone who won't listen to me. Don't complain since it's your fault.
Oh, that's fine. I have enough. I don't need any living expenses from you, so do whatever you want.
What? What are you talking about? This isn't a joke!
Do I sound like I'm joking?
You must be!
I know you're serious. I remember how last month you wouldn't give me the money until I got on my knees and begged. So, what about it?
No, wait! Can you really cover this month's living expenses with just your salary? Last month you were begging me for money. What's changed?
Want to see my bank balance?
Stop playing around!
That was last month. Like I just said, I have enough now. I don't need your money.
Don't talk nonsense! Are you trying to tell me your part-time salary suddenly increased? That's impossible! I'll forgive you if you apologize now, so stop acting tough!
No need to forgive me. I haven't done anything wrong.
Where did you get money from?
I'm telling you, I really have enough. Actually, haven't you noticed?
Noticed what?
Look around the house a bit.
What do you mean?
The TV that was in the living room is gone. I sold it. And the bicycle you've been using to commute to work is gone too. I just sold the car to the dealer a little while ago. Altogether, it came to about $5,000. See? No problem with living expenses for a little while.
Wait, what? You seriously sold them? Hold on a minute. When did I ever say you could do that?
When did I need your permission?
Of course you need it! We're married! You don't just sell household items without your husband's permission!
Says who?
Says me, your husband!
I didn't touch any of our shared marital property. The TV, bicycle, and car were all things I bought when I was single. I sold my own things, so there's nothing you can complain about.
This is absolutely unbelievable! You think that kind of technicality will fly?
It's not a technicality, it's the law.
Since when do you know about laws?
Don't you know? Things bought before marriage don't become shared property. I haven't done anything illegal.
That's not the point! Even if it's legally okay, I'm saying I don't allow it! You're going too far! There are things you should and shouldn't do!
Really? Are you talking to yourself?
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. You don't seem to understand what you should and shouldn't do, so I thought maybe you were talking to yourself. Though that would be a bit too self-deprecating.
Don't mess with me! I'm trying to have a serious conversation here!
So am I. Also, I've decided to stop being your dependent for tax purposes, so I've increased my part-time hours this month, and I'm planning to take the next full-time employment exam.
Since when were you planning this?
Since you showed me exactly who you are last month.
You really need to stop this! You keep doing whatever you want without consulting me! You just need to do what I tell you!
Like you consulted me about withholding living expenses?
That's different!
How is it different? That's exactly why I did all this. You thought you could make me do whatever you wanted by using living expenses as leverage. There's no way things would work out that conveniently for you.
You've changed! What happened to you?
I just stopped being afraid.
After doing all these things on your own, can you even call yourself my wife? Do you enjoy going against everything I say that much?
Being your wife doesn't mean being your servant.
No one said anything about being a servant!
Yes, but I just have my own will. I'm not going to sit quietly when you disrespect that. You can't make me obey your every order. You're free to withhold living expenses, but I'm also free to do what I need to do to pay the bills.
I'm the breadwinner of this family! You think you can talk back to me?
I'm done with all that. You don't need to give me living expenses. In return, I won't do anything for you either. That's what you wanted, right?
When did you become so cold?
When you showed me how little you respected me.
Fine. If that's your attitude, I have my own thoughts about this. Don't regret it later.
Yeah. I'll listen to what you have to say since you're so eager, but make it quick. I'm busy and have lots to do.
You're mocking me? Fine, I'll tell you. We're getting divorced. A woman who can't respect her husband isn't fit to be a wife.
Oh, is that okay? That's great! I was actually planning to bring up divorce when I got home. You saved me the trouble by saying it first.
Stop joking around!
Who's joking?
This isn't a joke! I'm serious, you know. Do you understand?
Huh? Yeah, I was seriously considering divorce too. I'll pick up the divorce papers on my way home. Looking forward to your signature.
Wait a minute!
What now?
No, this isn't right! This is divorce we're talking about! Shouldn't you have more to say to me?
Not really. I was actually dreading having to bring it up myself, so this helps a lot. Thanks.
You're just putting on a brave face. You're waiting for me to apologize, aren't you? Well, let me tell you, I'm not going to. Before you regret it, why don't you apologize? If you get on your knees again, I might forgive you.
You still think this is about getting me to apologize?
Isn't it?
Oh, I'm really done with all that. Unlike you, I'm not making empty threats. I actually want this. I'm not interested in someone who only knows how to push their own agenda. Goodbye.
Wait! Okay, I was wrong. Let's reconsider the divorce. I'll even forget about your attitude today. That's good enough, right?
No, it's not. Besides, you're the one who brought up divorce first. What are you even saying now?
That was just in the heat of the moment!
So were all those times you withheld money?
That was because you wouldn't listen to me! I just said it in the heat of the moment! You'd be in trouble if we really got divorced, right? So let's start over with a clean slate!
I've been telling you, I won't be in trouble at all. You're the one who'll be in trouble without me. You've got it backwards.
You can't mean that!
I do mean it.
Then what should I do? What do you want from me?
Promise to never go against anything I say for the rest of your life. Get on your knees to apologize, and from now on, you'll do all the housework. If you do all that, I might forgive you.
Don't be ridiculous. I have a job, you know. There's no way I can do all the housework. And getting on my knees, that's going way too far.
All of these are things you made me do. Oh, so you realize it was going too far?
That's different. I did it because...
Because what?
Please, I'm begging you. I admit I was wrong, so please forgive me.
If you can't do it, then there's nothing we can do. Let's get divorced.
Isn't there anything else you want me to do? There must be something else. Please forgive me.
Okay, then never come near me again. I don't want to see you or even be in the same space as you.
What?
I'll let you choose. Either follow everything I say for the rest of your life, or never have anything to do with me again. Which do you prefer?
You can't be serious!
I am. Choose. After that, Thomas chose to divorce me and never come near me again. Of course, that was the obvious choice. Following everything I say for the rest of his life would be impossible. During the divorce, I made sure to get proper compensation, and I moved back to my parents' house. The divorce proceedings were straightforward since I had already documented everything. I had kept records of all our text conversations, especially the ones where he threatened to withhold living expenses. My lawyer said this evidence of financial abuse significantly strengthened my position. I also had proof that the items I sold were purchased before our marriage, which protected me from any claims he tried to make about them. Thomas tried to argue that I had abandoned my duties as a wife by selling the car and other items. But the judge wasn't impressed by that argument. In the end, he had to pay compensation for his financial abuse during our marriage. He wasn't happy about it, but by that point, I didn't care anymore about his feelings or reactions. As for Thomas, I heard he developed issues working with women after our interactions, and he's having a lot of trouble dealing with female colleagues. Because of that, he's making more mistakes, and now he's been completely sidelined at work. I don't know what happened after that, but since Thomas had such an inflated ego, this might be just what he needed. A former coworker of his told me that he tried to use the same threatening tactics at work that he used at home, but it backfired completely. Apparently, he got into an argument with a female supervisor and threatened to withhold some important documents unless she showed proper respect. That incident led to a formal complaint and an investigation into his workplace behavior. It turns out I wasn't the only one who had experienced his controlling attitude. The month after I moved back home, I took the full-time employment exam at my part-time workplace and passed. Now I'm working as a full-time employee while saving money for my own place. My life used to revolve around Thomas's whims, but from now on, I want to live for myself. The job is challenging, but in a good way. My supervisors actually value my input and treat me with respect, something I had almost forgotten was possible. Looking back, I realize how gradually Thomas had increased his controlling behavior. It started with small things. Checking the calendar was too much trouble, so I had to remind him of everything. Then it escalated to financial control, using money as a weapon whenever I didn't comply with his demands. The car incident was actually a blessing in disguise. It showed me exactly who he was and gave me the push I needed to take action. The money I got from selling my pre-marriage possessions wasn't just about covering expenses. It was about proving to myself that I could handle things on my own. Every item I sold represented another step toward independence. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Now, I'm building a new life, one where I make my own decisions and don't have to apologize for having my own thoughts and needs. My life has completely changed from a year ago. I'm studying for professional certifications, making new friends through work, and even started taking weekend yoga classes, something Thomas always mocked as a waste of time. It's amazing how much energy you have when you're not constantly walking on eggshells around someone else's ego. The whole experience taught me something important. Respect isn't about fear or control. A relationship should make both people stronger, not tear one person down to build the other up. I'm sharing my story because I want other people in similar situations to know that it's possible to break free. It's not easy, but you can rebuild your life. Sometimes what feels like the scariest choice turns out to be the most liberating one. Now, when I update my calendar, it's for my own plans and goals. Every entry represents something I've chosen for myself, not something I'm doing to avoid someone else's anger. That's what freedom feels like, and I'm never giving it up again.